to the Middle East for our next story. And in a significant development, Kazakhstan's President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev has accepted an invitation from US President Donald Trump to join the newly formed Board of Peace. The initiative will bring together world leaders and diplomats, including representatives from India, Jordan, Pakistan and Hungary, all of whom have been invited to be part of the board. Hungary has accepted as well, with Prime Minister Viktor Orbán expressing his honour in joining the initiative. Earlier, the White House unveiled the members of the new Board of Peace for Gaza, with the US President Donald Trump serving as chair. The executive board will oversee Gaza's temporary governance and reconstruction efforts. Key members include former UK Prime Minister Tony Blair, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio and World Bank President Ajay Banga. Further members are expected in the coming weeks. Glenn joins us once again. Glenn, of course, 60 countries have now been reached out to be part of this so-called Board of Peace, all of which have to pay a $1 billion fee to join the organisation. Many people, analysts, calling this sort of dystopian move where the United Nations is undermined. Would you agree?
Yeah, totally. I think it's extremely bizarre sort of a bizarre sort of concept. And you'll note that the countries that are accepted quickly were all those that will be sycophantic to Trump. So he's trying to pull together a completely amorphous group. You know, I got a list here: Vietnam, Paraguay, Argentina, Albania, Hungary. These are the countries that have accepted so far. But strangely, Canada as well. And I'm not sure why Carney thinks that it's a good idea to be involved in something like this, except that Canada will do anything for Palestine. So that's probably the motivation on that side. But the rest of it, I mean, to have an executive board of Tony Blair, Kushner and Witkoff, I mean, come on. This is not the world's greatest. These are a bunch of grifters, people who are in this for money. And you know, the whole thing smells, frankly. Doesn't mean it won't turn into something good later. But at the moment, it smells. It smells of Trump, it smells of money, and it smells of, in the background, Russia trying to actually produce something that further splits the world organization. So we should treat this with great care.
And of course, there are questions raised about the neutrality. This is supposed to be peace and long and lasting peace in the Middle East, after all. We have the likes of Tony Blair, as you've said, the foreign policy hawk Marco Rubio, and Jared Kushner, of course, Donald Trump's son-in-law, Steve Witkoff, among others. Can you talk to us a little bit more about the characters, their past and credentials to be on the most prestigious board of all time, as Donald Trump puts it?
Well, I mean, Tony Blair has gone from being initially a popular prime minister to being a prime minister who supported the invasion of Iraq, completely against the whole of his nation, basically, who didn't want to do it. And it cost us a lot to do it. And he is generally considered by the majority of British population to be a war criminal because of his actions. And frankly, it seems as though some of this was his idea, and that doesn't surprise me because, as I said, he's a grifter. He's after money. That's his big thing. And then adding Kushner. I mean, how do you have an independent board where your son-in-law is on it? It's inconceivable. I mean, if you're going to have an independent board, then everybody on that executive board should be independent. They should be people from outside of America, not people who are already bound to Donald Trump for various reasons, good or bad. So I'm not, and I come around to one thing. I'm not sure that the public in Gaza actually want to be involved with this lot. We should wait and see what actually happens. But it's strange, and making Mladov, who was the special envoy to Gaza and was a complete failure, making him sort of chairman of the board is, I'm afraid, just a nonsense. So I don't know. I mean, this is the mad world we're in at the moment. We didn't need this. We needed common sense and stability, not something that pulls all Donald Trump's friends together to do something. So he wants a peace prize. Let's give him one and hope the rest of it all goes away.
Glenn Grant, as always, thank you very much for joining us. It's a pleasure to talk to you on these issues. We now move